Isn't that domestic?
I think a lot of this woman not bringing stuff to the table come from Kevin Samuels, and Kevin Samuels was talking about a certain group of nigga. He was talking about like 100K, 150K niggas, and these 40K niggas is trying to abide by nigga 100K niggas rules, and you can't do it.
True.
Most of us,
I
niggas
think
is
that,
going, we need your 50-50 because nigga, we only got 45K.
Let the ladies speak.
No, that's true though. But if you look at that, Carrie
speak.
can go next after. But if you look at the financial and economics, you need a two-parent household in some cases. What standard you want to live? Let's just be honest. There's not a lot of men making 100K. In Houston, it's like what I think the average income is like 45K. Well, it's doable here, but in other states, it's not doable for just a one-parent household. So we got to be realistic. Go ahead, Carrie.
45K in Oklahoma.
I think that he had a bit of a. I think that he had a valid point when he said, "What are you bringing to the table?" About the guy. I think where he messed up for me was just saying like a woman brings, life to the table. Like she doesn't have to come with anything. I think that especially once Kevin Samuels came onto the scene more so, a lot of men seem to, because I'm married, I don't really know what it is, but from what I see,
I enjoy hearing Carrie talk when she talks.
It seems
she's married.
It seems that a lot.
I know
Stop trying to swagger, Hoop. Stop trying to swagger.
It seems that a lot of men. Well, it seems that men have been focusing on some of these talking points of like to the woman, like what can you do for me type of a thing. And I think Elam, was that your name? I think he made a good point when he was like, women need to have an assignment. They need to know that you're taking lead. They need to know, like, you have your shit in order. You have your purpose in order. You have your focus in order. And I think that some men have been getting distracted from focusing solely on their purpose and starting to look too much at what women are doing, too much. And Anton talked about like too much about what we care about, too much about that. Focus on you, because while you worried about what I'm bringing to the table, if we looked at it, there might be a chance that I'm bringing more to the table than you. Correct. There might be a chance of that. So if you were to, but where he canceled some of that was, in my opinion, saying that we could just kind of just come to the table like, hey, I'm a woman, and I don't agree with that either.
Miss Spencer, that's not fair. Woman don't come on the table and say, I'm not focusing on you. Let me focus on me and what I can do on this relationship. They literally want to know your curriculum, what is your job, how much do you make, well, many girlfriends did you have. Women are not focusing on themselves. They are literally sitting on the table and says, tell me you, sorry, I don't want to cuss. Tell me you Negro, what can I get from you? They don't say it, but they kind of One second. I will finish very quickly. So it's very fair for a man to at least sit down and look at the woman in the eye and not saying what do you bring to the table, but saying what are your plans? What are you willing to do in a marriage? Are you willing to follow me? Do you trust me? Can I live without you fighting me?
Hold on, Fatty, though. Like,
Red. Go.
That is along with people that are on the level that wanted to be on that level. Does that make sense? So like your points are super valid, but most people, especially nowadays in American culture, they're not on that level.
Still wrong. Steve Harvey, if he gets divorced,
it's easier to read them out.
Listen to what I'm saying. Steve Harvey, if he gets divorced, he goes from 70 million to 35 million. If a normal man gets divorced, it goes from living on an apartment to living on his car.
That's not true.
Who has more to lose?
That's not true.
Who has more to lose? No, actually it is. Actually,
no, he talked about his divorce and he went from like he went to like $1,700 after his divorce. What you talking about?
But that's the average. The average person doesn't deal with that, right? So like
the average person is going to get divorced.
The divorce rate is not good, but
the average person is going to get divorced.
But let's just be honest, though. When I hear, I've never been asked
that, Fatty, and you know that, like, you have to agree with me on that. Like, that's not the average.
Hold on, Hoop.
Jenna and Carrie, have y'all been asked? What do you bring to the table by a man?
Never.
Yes.
Speaking to.
Jenna, you said yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's
Talk to me.
but I think that also goes.
Go ahead.
It goes with like, what do you do? So with that conversation, it's that, okay, if we're going to combine lives, then I need to know what's being brought. Not that everyone cares, though. I will say that. Can you hear me?
Who in the? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we got you, Jenna.
That's your lamb. That's your lamb. That's fine.
But
You're
what
a little
Carrie,
weird, but we got you.
but to kind of piggyback off what Carrie said, it has, as much as it matters what women are, like, there's a piece of it that matters what women are bringing, because you can't bring 4 kids in a car payment and a house, like all these things, and then assume that this man is just going to sweep you off your feet and take care of you and provide everything. But Quentin.
Praise that.
I can't look at Quentin.
Like mute your mic, I'm trying to listen to what she's saying. I can't focus.
Every time you talk, it cuts her mic out with her mic.
Hope is part in his art.
So to piggyback off what Carrie said, though, that it matters to women what men are bringing, because it's like, where are we following you? Like, where are you leading us into, and how can we help, and how can we multiply that? Because I think that's kind of what Steve Harvey's trying to say, is that we will multiply, not just in children, but whatever you're bringing, we will add value to. And so it's not just, to me, it's not just like, what are you bringing to the table as far as finances, but also like, how can you add to this home?
Yeah. So I
think there's a girl on this panel. Her name is Kim. Said it a couple of weeks ago. She said that all of us men are asking for submission, but you have to come with the mission for the submission.
Oh my God!
Yes. But Fatty, that's right, because you can't follow all men.
Oh my God!
Fatty, that's like me following you. Fatty, hold on. I'm about to pull your shit, Fatty. Look, what if I followed you know who? You can't. All women.
No. I agree. No,
Fatty knows who I'm talking about.
No.
I know who you're talking about.
Most men. 1 second. Most men are not designed to be followers. I was just laughing at the. I will give submission if you have a mission. Come on, man.
It's a valid point. It's a valid point.
You don't think women would do that?
We should have played the Marvel music behind that after he said it.
It's valid. It's literally valid. That's a good
point. You can't
name it and claim it. Take it and rake it.
You're right too.
You can't.
But that's where you have to have extreme discernment. You have to vet them properly, because they can lead you in the dark woods, or they can lead you to an amazing fortune and kingdom. Yes, exactly. But that takes one. I think women have intuition, and they're able to. That's why it's given. You can't just all of a sudden go into something blind.
Women are very good at intuition.
Woman intuition, the famous woman intuition that never works.
No, it's not that it doesn't work. It works. We just don't follow it, Fatty.
Yeah,
it works. We just don't follow it. Can you back that?
70%
it's
divorce.
Also that you might not understand.
Are led by a woman. Women fail on picking the right person all the time, every
100%. I'm not arguing that.